What's going on, family? Welcome to Trading in Your Trenches. Today, I want to go over the TTM squeeze. This has got to be the most powerful indicator in my arsenal in terms of helping me decide when to enter into a position so that I can position myself to take advantage of an upcoming trend, an upcoming move, and so that basically I'm not sitting idle in a position just waiting and hoping that something happens. All right. So I'm going to go over some trades that I've taken in the past and show you guys how this thing works. All right. All right. If you've been watching any of my videos, then you already know that my buy zone is in between these two areas, 21 EMA, 34 EMA. All right. What you may not know is how I use this indicator down here with these red dots. All right. This is called the TTM squeeze. It's a momentum indicator or a volatility indicator, energy indicator. Essentially, it tells you when energy is building into a security, all right, and it allows you to position before a move takes place. Okay, so this was a trade I took on CTAS, CTAS, last year, towards the end of the year. I found this stock, and this is basically what the chart looked like. Okay, so the price was in my buy zone, and we had red and orange dots down here. Okay, so this indicator gives you red and orange dots, and then the dots turn green, and essentially that's when the move happens. So this is how I would have, or this is how I set this trade up. All right, so I get my buy zone. I identify the buy zone. Right, it's going to be between 202 and 205 essentially. Okay, so 202, 205, buy zone. Let me write that in there. Awesome. All right, and now I need to find a take profit and a stop loss. Stop loss is basically where you exit the position if you're wrong, and a take profit is where you exit the position if you're right. So typically I like to exit my positions underneath my zone. So if the zone is 202, I would do something like stop out under 201. Okay, so stop loss under 201. And then for a take profit, I'm going to use this tool here, Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay, I'm going to go to the most recent swing high, or the highest high I can find. And then I'm going to click. It's a 2-point tool. So you click that swing high, and then you're going to come down to the low, and you're going to click as well. All right, and what this is going to give you is some areas where you can exit the position for a win. Okay, so essentially, if I got into the trade, let's just call it 203, okay, and my stop loss is going to be 201, my take profit is going to be, let's just say, the first target. I'm risking $1 to make $4.14, okay? I'm very happy to take this trade, so this is awesome. Okay, so what I would do then is I would look at the options chain, see what kind of contracts I like. Ideally, 3 to 6 weeks out. So maybe 30 days on the contract, and I would get something at the money, maybe slightly, out of the money, maybe a 205 call, 200 call, something like that. All right. Price in my buy zone, red dots, orange dots. That's all I need to take a trade. I define my risk. All right. Stop loss under 201. Let me bring this thing back up for you guys. And take profit 214. All right. So let's see how this would have played out. Spoiler alert, I already know how it played out. Awesome. All right, so we got a hit. Okay, so would have entered the position somewhere around here, and about 16 days later, you would have got your move. Now, I just want you guys to know, in the stock, this is only a $12 move, a 6% move in price. However, with the options, this was a 100% winner. All right, pretty awesome stuff. Let's find another example. All right, guys, so this is a McDonald's chart. Same thing, 195-minute, and I took this trade last year around the same time that I took the trade that I just showed you guys, CTAS. All right, so McDonald's was trending higher. Nice, we got a trend established, right? The chart is going from the bottom left to the top right. This is an uptrending chart. All right, my EMAs are stacked positively. Okay, price is in the buy zone, and I got the red dots. TTM squeeze is red. So I established my setup. All right, I got my buy zone here. I'm gonna make this yellow. I like yellow. All right, so that's my buy zone. Let's see, what is this? This is 299 to 301. Okay, so 299 to 301. Actually, the yellow is not too good with the orange text, so I'm gonna change this. Let's see, pink. Shinky pinky. All right, cool, that looks good. All right, so that's my buy zone. Okay, so for me, I would stop out, let's call it 298, right? Just give it a little space, okay? So stop loss under 298, and then to find a take profit, again, fib retracement tool. This is the most highest high, and I'm gonna bring it down to the next swing low, okay? Awesome. So in this trade, you'll be entering between 299 and 301, exit under 298, or exit over 308, all right? Now, if you want to see how much you're actually risking, we're going to assume we get in here around 350. Stop loss is 298. Take profit. All right, so risking $1 to make $3.33. Again, I will happily take these odds. Trading is about probabilities, and risking 1 to make 3 for me is a great probability. Okay, so price is in my buy zone. I established my risk. I'm risking $1 to make $3. Let's see what happens. Bing. Oh, this one went a little crazier. All right, so this one took 7 days, not a week. 6 days, 7 days. All right. And again, you know, the stock doesn't move very much, right? $9 move in the stock is 3%. $14 move is almost 5% move in the stock. But if you trade options like I do, that was an 100% winner. Okay. I hope you guys are starting to see the power and the value in the TTM squeeze. The TTM squeeze, again, allows you to get in when volatility is low, when movement is low and nothing is happening, right? The price of the stock is consolidating. It's just boring here. Nobody wants to enter here. However, this is the time to enter if you want to pay a cheap premium, okay? And easily, in a week, double your money. I'm going to go over one more example just so that, okay. So here we are, June 10th of this year, all right? Microsoft putting in this pattern. Same thing, all right? So I got my buy zone. I get my buy zone between the 21 and 34 EMA for me. Here in Microsoft, that would have been 465 to 469, okay? 465 to 469. That's my buy zone, okay? Awesome. Price is in the buy zone. We see Microsoft is trending higher, right? Bottom left to top right. Awesome. Everything checks out. I'm going to stop out here under 465, okay? So we're we're just gonna say stop loss under 465, and then we need our take profit. Fib retracement tool. This high is 473.34. This high is 473.43. So I'm gonna pick this high, bring it down to the swing low. Now I got my profit up, my profit target up here, 475. Okay. So getting in my buy zone, going to target one, and stopping under 465. Here we go. So risking $1 to make $1.61. Uh, Not everybody will like these odds. Risking one to make maybe one, because I understand the probability of these trades working out. I'm happy to take this trade. Okay. Um, I understand that this strategy is effective and highly likely to play out in my favor. So again, risking $1 to make 161, entering this position between 465, 469, stopping out under 465, and taking profits over 475. Let's see what happens, guys. Bingo. Okay, this was not long at all. 20 hours. 20 hours, guys. That's simple. All right. This one was a 1% move in the stock, so it wasn't quite an 100% winner per se. I'm going to get you guys the actual percentage gains that I got here. It was about a 35% winner. All right, so it was a 35% win on the option. Still lovely. Imagine making 35% gains in a day. For this one, the dots didn't actually fire the squeeze. Now that I'm thinking about it, I may have not even said this in the previous videos, but the squeezes go from red or orange to green when price starts to come out. My target was hit, and the squeezes didn't actually fire. That's okay, There's nuance to trading. The indicators don't always work precisely how you want or exactly, or they're not going to always signal off in the way that will tell you 100% that you can just follow this to the T and not worry about anything else. You have to have some discernment and be able to read the charts, right? So I got in down here, it hit my take profit target. This is why we have these, so we know, okay, this is a zone where it's good for me to get out at. Squeezes didn't fire long, but I'm taking profits. So this is the TTM squeeze. I hope this video helps you guys. I hope that you guys are seeing the power in this indicator. All right, guys, take it easy.